When people hear the word coding, they often get that awkward feeling, not because they really know what it is, but because they've been told it's just for big brains. Let's break that myth, because coding is a skill, not a talent, something anyone can learn. And once you see that, you'll discover how coding can slip right into your everyday life, boosting your creativity, sharpening your problem solving, and so much more. Let's dive in and see how it all works. When it comes to coding and problem solving, it's all about training your brain to move from doubt to solution. You start with a big problem and break it into smaller chunks. For each chunk, you first understand it, then analyze it, make a plan, execute that plan, and finally reflect on what you learned. Step by step, you apply this process to every part of the problem. Once you master this approach, you begin to see the big picture. And that's the most exciting stage, because now you're not just solving problems, you're understanding whole systems. This becomes a real superpower. It gives you an unfair advantage, because you can turn chaos into clarity and even make something valuable out of what others see as garbage. And as you get comfortable breaking problems down into smaller pieces, something powerful starts to happen. Patterns begin to emerge. That's where pattern recognition kicks in. Once you learn how to solve one puzzle, you start seeing how similar puzzles work everywhere else in life. From logic, we move to imagination, because coding helps you see your ideas before you even build them. We're often taught that our brain works in two halves, the left side for logic, math, structure, and rules, and the right side for creativity, emotions, art, and music. One side analyzes, the other side imagines. But when you code, something interesting happens. Logic and creativity start working together. Logic gives your ideas shape, and creativity gives them meaning. Suddenly, your brain isn't just thinking, it's designing, experimenting, and creating at the same time. When we think about art, we usually imagine paintings, sketches, or sculptures. But in the digital world, code itself can become an art form. With coding, you can create moving visuals, patterns, and colors on a screen. Instead of drawing everything by hand, you tell the computer what to do. A great example of this is shaders, tiny programs that turn math and code into beautiful, living visuals on your screen. And just like visuals, code can generate music, turning text into rhythm and sound. Now let's talk about education, because coding doesn't just teach you how to program, it changes the way you understand the world. Instead of just reading about how something works, you can simulate it, visualize it, and actually see the logic in action. You don't only learn concepts, you experiment with them, test them, and build your own understanding from experience. This is why coding and math naturally come together. When you code, math is no longer just formulas on a page. It becomes a tool to create, model, and understand real things. In a way, coding connects math to how the universe works, from gravity to atoms. Next comes one of the most powerful reasons to learn coding, building your own solutions. Instead of depending on expensive software like Photoshop, you can create your own tools that fit your exact needs. Coding also helps you remove boring, repetitive work from your life. You can automate things like organizing files, renaming hundreds of images, extracting data, or processing videos. What might take hours manually can be done in seconds with a simple script. Finally, coding changes how you exist in the digital world. It makes you more mindful instead of passive. When you understand how websites, apps, and algorithms work, the internet no longer feels like a mysterious force. You begin to navigate it with awareness, not confusion. Instead of endlessly doom scrolling, coding encourages you to create, explore, and build. You shift from being a consumer of content to being a creator of ideas. Coding isn't just a career skill. It's a way of thinking, creating, and living in the digital world with clarity and control. So if you want to think sharper, create freely, and stay in charge of your future, coding is for you.